Three words. Well, that was all to trigger the panic here. Welcome to TimesXP's War Report. Well, high above hostile territory in the middle of a dangerous mission, a US fighter jet was flying over Iran. Everything seemed pretty normal, pretty under control until it wasn't. An Iranian missile locked on, and within seconds, the aircraft was hit and destroyed midair. Well, the jet was an advanced F-15E fighter. It had no chance after the impact, but yes, in the middle of that explosion and chaos, something unexpected happened. The pilot survived. Yes, a US pilot. He ejected from the aircraft and landed deep inside the enemy territory, alone, vulnerable, surrounded by danger. And this was no longer just a crash, ladies and gentlemen. This became a fight for survival. And then came the moment that shocked everybody back at the command. A radio signal came through. Just three words: short, unclear, and unexpected. At first, there were doubts, but in war zones, such messages, they can be misleading, right? They can be traps designed to lure the rescue team into danger. So the immediate question was, is this real or is this a setup? The time was running out though. Every second it mattered. In the meantime, on the ground, the pilot was really trying to stay alive, hiding and avoiding the detection. In fact, reports say that he survived for more than 24 hours inside the hostile territory. So that means an entire day and night with Iranian forces actively searching for him. Search teams, they were deployed. Surveillance increased and the pressure, it was intense. Yet, somehow, well, he remained hidden. Back at the command center, well, the tension, they kept on building. And then finally, after careful verification, the message, it was confirmed that it was real. The pilot was alive. And at that point of time, the situation changed completely. This was no longer just a military incident. It became a rescue mission. Basically, a high-risk operation, it was launched. Special forces were sent in with just one goal: bring the pilot back safely. They had to move very carefully, though, avoid detection and act with precision, because even one mistake, it could put everything at risk for the US. Well, they entered hostile territory, they tracked the pilot's location, and they moved very quickly against time. Eventually, they made contact. The pilot was found alive. He was exhausted under a lot of pressure, but alive. Well, the extraction, it became immediate. It was a narrow window, a risky route, a risky escape, but the mission, it succeeded. The pilot, he was rescued. This incident highlights something much bigger. Well, the situation in that region is changing now. Iran's air defense systems, they are becoming more and more advanced, more and more effective. For the US aircrew, the risks are increasing with every single mission here. This was no longer routine flight. It was a high-risk combat, and that too in contested airspace. One missile changed everything. Three words created uncertainty and more than 24 hours of survival. It turned this into a story of endurance. But wait, it also leaves one serious question behind. Well, the next time, will the outcome be the same or not?